So we got some news to talk about in regards to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022, or Call of Duty 2022. So we got a few leaks, a few news to talk about. I didn't actually cover this, and it's kind of going to be explaining the rest of the stuff we're covering, but Call of Duty 2023, if you guys live under a rock, got delayed. Treyarch needed an extra year. I think this is perfectly fine. And for the first time ever, the annual cycle has been halted for Call of Duty, which I think is a good thing. Infinity Ward is going to be running in with their title Modern Warfare 2 for 2 years. So this should definitely be a challenge for them, but a challenge I think they are well capable of doing, judging the success of Warzone and Modern Warfare 2019 compared to other recent titles. So with all that out the way, let's talk about some things coming with Modern Warfare 2. Now, we've all kind of assumed that weapons were returning from Modern Warfare 2 2009, and it seems that weapons aren't the only thing that has been leaked to be returning. Maps are going to be coming back as well, but not only Modern Warfare 2 maps, but Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 3. Now we look here in this article, link down below. Ralph on Twitter cited this: with Modern Warfare 2's DLC expanding into 2023, Infinity Ward plans to incorporate more remastered maps than previously intended, spanning across Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3. Now this totally makes sense, and even though we should be taking these reports with a grain of salt, since they're leaked and not official news, this again is what you can honestly say should be going on, and they most likely to be going on. But one thing I must say now is the fact that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is done, but it was scrapped in terms of releasing. So that means there was a lot of assets there, whether it's weapons and maps to be used. We know that some of the returning locations will be coming from remastered maps from Modern Warfare 2 with the Warzone 2 map, but it also makes sense that we're going to be seeing those versions of the map in multiplayer. So things I've seen before that are pretty credible do back this claim up. So if I was to put money on it, I would take that this is a safe bet, especially judging the fact that this news came kind of, in the middle of finishing up the game or production cycle, whatever stage they're in. It is definitely going closer to the release date, so they will probably lean towards remastered maps and weapons as content. I'm perfectly fine with it. Just give me back some good vibes from 2009, and I cannot wait for this massive quality title. It's shaping up to be massive. Now, one thing that's also interesting is details regarding multiplayer. Now, I say details regarding multiplayer because these changes, as of right now, have been cited in the sense of affecting multiplayer and not Warzone 2. So right now, this change or this addition or this new gameplay element is only for Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer and not Warzone 2 as of now. Now, in this article, also linked down below, talking about perks, we've seen a claim from Hope, or at the Ghost of Hope on Twitter. First, they state this: Modern Warfare 2 will change how players approach picking perks with their classes. Will not post exact details as I will need further info on it. It sounds pretty interesting and not bad at all thus far. Now, he quotes this tweet following back on it, not giving details on specific perks, but the way Modern Warfare 2 is approaching perks is that you can choose 4 perks. This means you get to choose 2 in the first column, 1 in the second column, and 1 in the third column. From what I was told, the first column is more of choosing your playstyle. He follows up and says this: you cannot change it from being 2 perks being able to be chosen in a different column. It is only 2 perks in the first column. I think this is a very interesting gameplay, design choice. I definitely wish that they can vary it up. I think changing, focusing on playstyle perks in the first column and then second and third columns as supplementary perks is a nice, interesting design. In terms of how it's going to play out, again, we have to wait and see. I did think the updated Gunsmith and Vanguard regarding, choosing 10 attachments or 10 different slots you can pick, there's no limitations, was going to be bad in terms of balancing, but it's actually bad in terms of making the gun really boring to use. So who knows how this is going to play out? We have to wait and see, but all this is exciting news, and Modern Warfare 2 2022 is shaping up to be literally my most anticipated game this year. I am so ecstatic for this title. Return the form for the franchise, hopefully. Black Ops Cold War was alright. I mean, its integration with Warzone was, fine. I didn't care too much. I didn't love it, but I didn't totally hate it. Vanguard, on the other hand, while I did enjoy Vanguard until some more recent multiplayer updates that made the game a little bit more crazier and unbalanced and stability issues, stuff like that. Warzone, on the other hand, the brand new map has hurt the game significantly for me, as well as the fact of Vanguard weapons, new content being very lackluster because of the Gunsmith feature. I think the Gunsmith, the 10-point stuff, just hurts the game rather than helps it in terms of making the weapons interesting and seeing what you could do. But I'm ranting a little bit. That's a little bit off topic, but as it stands now, again, really excited for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. This is mainly focusing on Modern Warfare 2, a title that we cannot wait to get our hands on. I'm telling you guys, the hype for this is pretty real, but that's all I gotta say on this one. If you guys enjoyed this video and found it informative, definitely drop this video a like. If you guys are also new here and want more content like this, definitely hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified when I drop more content, whether it's today, tomorrow, a week from now, whenever I drop content, you'll be notified, hopefully, if YouTube works. But with all that being said, that's all I got for this one. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.